Hi everybody, and welcome to General Mechanics. This is going to be my tip of the week video. I'm going to show you guys, after you've done some spraying on your car, how you can save yourself a few pounds, or if you're in America, a few bucks, on touch-up paint. I've been doing this for a number of years now, and believe you me, it is cheaper than than buying the touch-up kits. Depending on the car, they can be between £10 and £25, depending if you need a lacquer in the kit, a primer, and all this, that, and the other jazz. But this way you can save yourself some money, because we've all got primer knocking around in our sheds. So I'm going to show you today how I do it. Basically, after I've done some spraying on someone's car, I always tell them this as a little tip, and believe you me, a few of them use it, and they've always come back and said how it saves them money. After a can is used, is empty, there's always going to be some residual paint in the bottom of the can. I can always guarantee it, because the air runs out and you've got no capacity to get any more out. As you can see, I'm pressing down on this and there's no air. But I can tell you now, there is paint in the bottom of this, and what I do is take a very sharp screw or a nail, it's entirely up to you what you use, place it on its back, and you're going to need a hammer for this as well, just a smallish hammer, it doesn't need to be big. And what you're going to do is, you will hear a little rush of air, there's bound to be a tiny residual amount in there. You get a nice place on the can, and then you give it a good clout. So it doesn't need to be really hard. A couple of clouts. As you can hear the air coming out. So I make the hole a bit bigger. This camera's a bit stronger than usual. So that's all the air now gone. You can now see the hole. And as you can see, I hammered it in such a way that it makes a little ridge here. So when you pour it out, it comes out generally in the one direction. And then what you do is you take your lid that comes with your can, and then you pour, and then out comes your paint, as you can see. And I've now got a fair whack now that I can use for some touch-ups in the bottom of the lid. And you can go out and buy some art brushes. You can get art brushes from Pound Shop, Proper Job, or if you're in America, Walmart, or your big AutoZone places. But what I like to use is whenever the missus goes out and tests her makeup in these fancy shops, they give you these little brushes so you can test the lipsticks. She always brings me back a few, and what I do is I use these. I think they're absolutely brilliant once you've got them all covered in the paint, like that. They're absolutely perfect. They're fine, and you can get into all the nooks and the crannies that you're painting. And it just leaves you a really nice finish. And then what you want to do is, when you're done with your paint, because there is still going to be more in the can, it's not just a wonder thing, I take some black electrical tape, preferably some electrical tape that's not old like this, and then what you want to do is stick it over the hole. And what this does is this stops the air from getting inside the can, and stops the paint from going off. Go around at least twice, just so you keep a nice tight air gap on there, and then break it off like that, and you're done. And what you want to do is to help it last even further, when you're done, when you put the lid back on, so say we're done now, we've done our bit of painting, so I'll just plonk that there. What you want to do is put the lid back on and leave the can upside down. That keeps the paint at the bottom, which stops it from going hard. And then when you want to use it again, just unwrap your tape, pour it into your lid, put your tape back round, and you're touching up again. So this is my tip of the week. This is General Mechanic, signing off.